Hello, guys. Welcome to the Football Takes, and it's your boy Daiki back on the Football Takes for the first time of the year. It was been a hectic year, start of the year, and we couldn't bring this goodness, the goodness of the pod to you guys. But we've been working hard behind the scene, trying to finesse some or two things, and we're back with the first pod, and hopefully it's going to be an amazing year. And I'm still here with your boy, Steven. Just shout out to the boys, to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
girls.
yeah. Big shout out to everyone. Happy New Year. We hope for, we don't hope for, we expect to bring you guys premium insights, premium takes, the most fierce of conversations, the most interesting and intriguing facts, the thoughts you've had of games brought to you, trashed out, with opinions on our lips, and yeah, it promises to be a year of great improvements. And yeah, we are going to be looking at every game from every angle and hoping to bring it home. So yeah, football takes 25 is we're about to kick it off up and running.
Yeah. That's a good one. So we'll just dive right into it, and we will start by analyzing and trying to see where everything is at. Haven't gone just over half of the season. Yeah, we've gone over half of the season, so we want to see how our team is faring. Because before, where we left it off, a lot of people were title contenders who are no longer. We have new title contenders emerging and title favorites keeping the fight on. So I'll throw it up to you. Which team? You can start with any team. Just give me an overview of what you think is going on and what has gone on, and like expectations and how teams are matching those expectations.
Okay, I would like to kick it off from the top, then we go, we trickle our way down. I think it would be pure negligence to speak without having Liverpool at the helm of affairs. I think you had predicted a turbulent time for Liverpool at the earlier episodes of the earlier seasons of the Premier League season, right? And yeah, I think they are going through that, but I think they are managing that well. I think escaping withdrawals in some of the matches that seemed to have gone or come off left field for them. And also, I think I have to give props to Arsenal as well for dropping points in matches where they had the upper hand on Liverpool, and they would just they had an opportunity, to just put the chase on. But I think that's when they will also relinquish it and give Liverpool that breathing space. I think an ounce of complacency has trickled into Liverpool's game uh, in the last fixtures, and I think maybe these last fixtures might have caused an awakening and all that, and the dramatic ways they've been trying and they've been getting points. And then coming to Arsenal has once again, like, they announced the reason why they are royal butlers. Like, I think they've been doing this for generations or so. I don't think this is new craft. I think this is generational talent with the way they tend to bottle this stuff. And then Nottingham Forest, I had an interesting stat that the way they are right now, with the amount of points that they've amassed at this point of the season, is exactly where Leicester were in the season they won the league. And that's very, very interesting because I think Nottingham Forest has gone beyond expectation. They've had a wonderful season. And then when you watch them play, you don't see cracks. You don't see a system that's reliant on just a single player. Yes, Wood is very, very good. He's very clinical, but aside from that, you could still see other strikers like Awoniyi or whoever they put up front, because I think their strength is in their defense. The way they've been set up to defend, they've been relentless in that. And when push comes to shove, just like in their last game, I think they won with a 3 goal. It was a 5 goal match with them just getting the better of the opponent by just 1 goal, and they settled it at 3-2, right? So I think they can also get out of the after the back and get goals, which is very very important. So I think that's a good look on them as well. Then Chelsea, I think Chelsea was in a comfortable spot, but they threw themselves into a battle, right? Because it was all about 3 points at some point, and they were actually getting it. Kudos to them, but I think the tougher fixtures came by and they were exposed. And saying that, they went from title contenders, or yeah, because you can't be second and not be contending, right? So title contenders to into a feast a battle with Newcastle. Newcastle went on a 8 game win run, right, and were dramatically beat at home by Bournemouth 4-1. That was a crazy showing by Patrick Cuvia, and that for a team that his father he has been immortalizing. He went there and did some proper trashing. 3 goals with an assist, and every single bit of it spectacular, everything on point. I think the first goal was crazy, a Lukaku strike, and yeah, it was a good watch. And Man City is back at it again with Foden and the band back together. Everyone is all up and running, and Bournemouth also not far from the party with the kind of form they are in, and this Kuviat guy trying to show the stuff he's made of, right? I think trying to show that he's a chip of the old block. And Aston Villa going down the doing the Lord's work, right? Like ensuring that Arsenal, after being 2 goals up and relaxed, I think Unai Emery, I think his players remembered maybe the vendetta speech that he gave about how he wants to always ensure that Arsenal bears the brunt of his hunger, right? And they turned up. Watkins came alive. Even the match was even could have even tipped over on their end at the dying embers, because the atmosphere shifted and Aston Villa was had the upper hand. Duran was brought into the game, and Duran can you talk about a wild card this season. That's Jean Duran, and the Colombian's left foot can do anything from any place. And I think he had a few opportunities to show what he had, but it wasn't for them to take into the winning. And I think the irony now lies in this next one with Brighton. These are two people, 8th and 9th, doing what the Lord wants, right? Brighton taking Manchester United to the washers and ensuring that they don't have any hopes of anything this season. I think maybe they are still looking for a top four, that's Europe and the rest. But yeah, Brighton, Cairo Mitoma, Spectacular, Baliba, and the host of them, they just came on form and they delivered. Fulham has been doing what they do, win the matches they win, do the offsets they can do, and lose the ones they are expected to lose. Brentford, the same thing. Crystal Palace finally picking up pace. Olivia Glasner making sure that his team is cooking. I think one interesting story out of that place is Eddie Nketiah. I think he might have thought he would come to Crystal Palace and become the main man, but just to still have himself in the same situation as an Arsenal, where he might probably be a title contender, but still the same situation with a mid-level team and not still the top 9 man getting the minutes he wants. That's a bit of a wild one there. Then looking at Manchester United, I think this podcast will not be able to hold all that could be said about Manchester United, but I think they've been big hitters, as well as they've shown that they are Manchester United when they get to see to play with the big boys, and yeah, cause offsets here and there, but the moment they see the kids around the middle and the lower blocks, I think Ahmad loses his magic, and yeah, the party goes away. West Ham under the former Chelsea boss. I think I've seen just 2 matches, one away and one at home. The second one was against Fulham. That was that's Premier League's comedy show. I think that was just a comedy show. I think Iwobi had scored two goals that were literally identical. He just like if you saw the first goal and you didn't see the other one, and someone told you you've seen the two of them, we just seen the first one, the person won't be lying. And then Fulham concede three goals that are basically the same mistakes from the back. And yeah, so I don't think anything. I'm just basically saying that there's nothing that could be said. Now, Tottenham Hotspur 15th in on the table is a wild one, and just 4 points clear of Everton with Everton on a match in hand. I think concerns should be raised. I think we've seen the mediocre. It's a mediocre team, but I think mediocrity in Tottenham has nothing to do with the coaching staffs. I think it runs from the helm of the affairs down to where it is, and them being 15, it's a surprise, but it's not. And then again, it's still not a surprise because I think you can only be mediocre for how too for so long, and this season every team is firing on all cylinders. Every single team is firing on all cylinders. Probably against except Southampton, but every other team is trying to do something. And if Tottenham continues the way they are going, I think Wolves can actually get a good run of fixtures, and they might find themselves 17th because Everton is not relenting on anytime soon. I think Albert Lewin has finally scored a goal, and then we know how that goes. He can now probably build on that. So I think the battle in the relegation zone is also a very, very tricky one. With Wolves not really clear on what they are doing. Ipswich, giant killers, and still losing what they are losing. And then Leicester still not far from the party, but they need to start picking up points very fast. And I think that's basically a roundup. I don't think Southampton is worth talking about. I think the championship team every day,
Yeah,
any day.
yeah, that's nice. You made a few points which I agree with, and a few points which that was a nice summary. I must say you've literally given an insight into all the teams, and I must commend you for that. You made a few points which are good, which I agree with, and I could relate to. But there were a few points which were a bit from nowhere. I would say. So starting with Liverpool, you said you said I had them to struggle. You said I had them to struggle at some point.
Struggle and what's
You said I
yeah,
had
you were
them to.
second on that,
Eh?
right? Like Chelsea, right? You mean Chelsea, right? That is
No,
yes.
no, 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 not Chelsea. I said talking about Liverpool. You said I had them.
Okay,
I didn't. I had them to
yeah,
struggle.
yeah. They struggled for a bit. Like
No,
yeah, yeah.
you said
You
I
spoke
had.
about.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yeah, you are like in the inception of the season, you were like, yes, they're having a party right now, but obviously everything goes through some form of
yeah, yeah.
bad
Obviously,
patch, rough patch,
and they
and I
they,
was
they 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 went through the rough patch, and
yes, that's what I'm
that
saying.
is
That's
is,
correct.
is not done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I got that spot on, and
Yes, I think
I
you're correct.
I'm not even sure the rough patch is over. So
Yes, obviously. I
so
called. I'm just calling that your prediction was right. That's
yeah,
that's
yeah,
literally what I was trying to say.
yeah. Fair. Okay, fair enough. That's that. Then secondly, you said Chelsea were flying, getting the 3 points. However,
Yeah,
when they got stuck and they couldn't get the 3 points when they met the strong teams.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to say they dropped points, yes, but it wasn't when they met the strong teams. It's got nothing to do with the strength of the teams.
I guess maybe
The,
you have some
uh,
varying opinions about that. If we
no,
could
no, no,
hear
no,
it,
no.
then we could.
I wouldn't say Crystal Palace was a strong team. Another was Bournemouth. Another was Fulham, who even won us. I wouldn't
Okay,
say those.
so looking at your fixtures, you guys were flying for the better part of. So you saw through Southampton, which was a mediocre team. You also saw through Aston Villa. I wouldn't say they were mediocre team. That I think that's a good match. Aston Villa, although they were going through a rough patch, but yes, that is a strong team. Southampton. Then you saw through Tottenham 4-3. Tottenham is a crazy. I think it's testament to they are a very very crazy team. But then Brentford, that was also a good match. You also were able to see Brentford off. Yes. So then you got to Everton. Everton was struggling, and then you started. You drew. You lost to Fulham, which was a very dramatic showing.
So all these teams, none
Uh,
of them are strong teams. What I'm trying to say,
Ipswich and the rest.
like
Yeah,
Ipswich, we're not
Wolves
strong teams.
and
These are
Bournemouth.
teams we're supposed to win. The only reason why we did not win was because we did not finish our chances. We did not finish our dinner in the first half, and we paid for it. It's not
I,
got
th- I
anything to
don't
do with
think
the strength of the team.
I don't think you not finishing your dinner would cause you to draw Everton. You not still finish your dinner. You lost to Fulham. You not still
Yeah,
finish
that's
your
what.
dinner. You lost 2-0 to Ipswich. You did not still
Yes.
finish your dinner. You drew to Oliver Glasner. I don't think not finishing your dinner. So it would cause you to have all these issues.
Why? So
Why would no,
you think it's because
I
the
think it's
strength of the
more it's a
team.
more it's
No,
a
no,
more
no,
it's a
no.
more
You think it's because of the strength of the team that we were playing? Because Ipswich is
yeah
better than Aston Villa, or Ipswich is better than
no
Brentford,
no,
or Ipswich is
no,
better than.
I haven't looked at you. Haven't looked at you. I don't think it's about Ipswich being better than anybody, right? But like I think what it is where this place where this uh what's it called where these teams were at when you had played them, right? Now each Ipswich is a wild card. The on another day, this same that same Ipswich that beat you 2-0, 2-0, and you had no reply. You could have easily made maybe another day win them 5-0. That's the thing with Ipswich. Ipswich can give you
No,
wonders and not give you wonders at the
what
time.
are you saying?
But what I'm
You
saying,
said the reason why we lost is because we met the stronger teams. I'm trying to tell you that that's not
so
correct.
so so that assertion was made based off of something, and what I made that assertion off of was I did not see any injuries in your team. That's number one. So I can't say it's a squad problem,
You
or
didn't see
it
any
probably.
injuries in my team.
Oh, I did not see anyone that is
So
significant that would cause you
Lavia
to
was
start
not
losing.
injured for most of those matches.
No, 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 no. Lavia, even in the matches that you were
Rhys,
winning,
Rhys
Lavia was not
James,
there.
Rhys James was not
What are
injured
you?
for
No, repeat. Don't call Rhys James in anything that concerns football because Rhys James is a constant injury boy. That is like you saying. That is like you saying. You did not see injury. Wait. No, we are trying to make comparison to when you were winning and when you were losing. So Rhys James was not there when you were winning. He was not still.
so
He
you
was
thought
not still there when you
you,
were losing. So Rhys James is not part of it. Now, when you talk about Lavia, I think Lavia is not because I think at that point you guys had already started playing Enzo, right? Even now that Lavia is back, Seb, I think
Lavia
did
is
he
not
start over
back.
Enzo?
Lavia is not back. He just played one game and he's gone back again. He's injured
Oh,
again.
sorry, my bad. I thought he got back because I saw him in one of the
The
matches.
long and short of it
So,
is
but
that we not lose because we met
so
stronger
what do you
teams.
bring it? What do you bring it down to then?
What I brought it down to is the amount of chances Nicola Jackson was missing. That's what I bring it down
No,
to because goals change
no.
game. If you don't score, the reason why Ipswich scored us two was because we were chasing a goal at the end of the match and they scored us the second one. Goals change game. If if goals, if we had scored all the chances that we had in the first half of all those matches,
But you can see that there's a consistency when there's a consistency. Because okay, let us say it's a fluke, right? Let us say it's
what's
a
a
fluke.
fluke?
Like
That we don't score goal is
no,
not a
no.
fluke. It's not. It's
Okay, so
consistent.
okay, it came down. Okay, so the lack of form from Jackson is the reason why you've lost
The lack of
all
us
these matches.
finishing our dinner in front of post, that was why we lost all those matches. It's not got
Okay,
anything
so
to do with the strength of the team.
why are you guys finishing not finishing your dinner? Because you have to stand from somewhere. Because the team that was finishing their dinner, finishing dinner, all of a sudden they were like, nah, I don't want pastries. Nah, I don't want noodles. What's going on? Something was
But you
maybe.
say something
Why are
took
you not
us.
finishing your dinner? Yeah, something must have caused you guys to start losing goals because you cannot keep
Maybe
missing.
I will get Nicholas Jackson's personal number and I'll forward it to you so that you can ask him specifically Why do you decide to
So
miss
Nicolas
Chelsea?
Jackson is the only reason why you lose. Nicolas Jackson you're the only person that
So what
has
is the
that.
reason now? You tell me the reason. You cannot tell me it's because teams that are stronger. If we played Man
Okay,
City,
okay. I
if
think
we
I
played
think
Man
it's
City, Liverpool, and Arsenal, and then we lost, that would make a sense. Not when we played Brentford, played Southampton, played Tottenham,
yeah.
and then
No,
and then we
you
play Ipswich, play Everton. And you're telling me those teams are stronger? What? It's stronger than
yeah.
Ipswich that's in the bottom of it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I think that's also a correct assertion. Like that, the differences in the team quality might not be enough reason for to
Yeah,
say that. So,
also my
but there's
camera
something
is
else.
yeah.
It's also something. It's also not you not finishing your dinner.
That
It
that,
cannot
that,
be you
that,
not
that is
finishing
me
your
not finishing my idea. But let's
dinner.
agree
But
to
yeah,
disagree.
agree to agree to agree.
Let's agree to
Yes.
disagree and preview the next week's match. Next week's match. My battery is
Okay.
low on
Preview,
my camera. I don't
preview,
know.
preview, preview, preview. Let us see.
So the next,
Let us
the
see
first match, we'll just preview the top matches.
the top
So
matches. Okay.
Man City is playing Chelsea on Saturday on the 25th.
Woo! That is
So
beautiful.
what do you think is happening there?
25th. That's on the Saturday, right? That's immaculate going. So on the 25th, Man City, Chelsea. Okay, two teams trying to fight for the top four place. Two teams trying to get back to winning ways, trying to get back to form. I think it will be an ecstatic watch. I can't call this match because I don't know, but I think Man City is in a better place because all big players are back and firing on all cylinders, except from Rodri though. But I think from their showing against Ipswich, I think they can build momentum from there. I think it's a good match for them to like get back to the sync they had, which they had lost a bit of during the season. Now Chelsea, on the other hand, being away from home, not a good run of matches, but yeah, they got a 3-1 win, right? Over who did you guys get a 3-1 win over, right? I think you guys got a good
Over Wolves, Wolves.
over Wolves, yeah. So I think Wolves and Ipswich are at par with what you guys have done. So I think you guys are in the same place, and I think that for that reason it will be a very good watch. Then looking at Wolves Arsenal, I think that Arsenal should win that, but unless they maybe have a movie or
What
two up
of
their
Liverpool
sleeves.
Ipswich?
Okay, now Liverpool Ipswich. Oh, I think Salah will come back to goal scoring ways in this match. Liverpool at home, everyone fit, rested again after the what's called the Champions League matches. Salah,
Rested.
uh,
Did they not play? Salah not play.
yeah,
Salah played now.
no, Salah plays. Salah is a beast. I meant like other players. Like I think Virgil was rested. I think. A few bit of people were rested because I know people that played the matches. The match was I think Elliot was involved with Jero Konsa and the likes of them. But yeah, so I think Darwin Nunez as well. But I think that Nunez has even gets into the team right now. But depends. It depends. I think let's just look at it. But I think it's a comfortable win for Liverpool come Saturday.
What of
So
Nottingham
yeah.
Forest? Nottingham Forest.
Now Nottingham Forest.
They're
Okay,
playing
Nottingham
Bournemouth at
Forest.
home.
Now that might be the beginning of the end of Nottingham Forest because I think what might crack this solidity might be a very big defeat to a team like Bournemouth. But yeah, I think that's also one to look out for. That's a very good clash, a
So
very
you're
important game
predicting
as
that
well.
Bournemouth are going to win.
Yeah, Bournemouth should win the game because I think with the kind of form they displayed against Newcastle, which was also a very good team, firing on all cylinders, eight on the bounce or eight match winning bounce, and just to get laid off at home by this Bournemouth team, I think there's something about them that
Yeah,
right now really connects, and I think that Nottingham Forest might bear the brunt of that come Saturday.
right. And then Brighton Everton.
Brighton versus Everton. Now, guy, there are a lot of very, very good matches. I think aside from Southampton versus Newcastle United, but I think that's also a very good match. Everton is back on form. Brighton is just fresh off
Is
winning
Everton
Manchester
back on
United.
front, or are they just having a new manager bounce?
I think more years. Yeah, be it a new manager bounce or whatever it is, right? They are just having it, right? They are still on the crisp of it, so they are still experiencing it. So whatever it is, it's still going to come to show forth in this Brighton match. And what it's going to be is going to be a very cagey one because Brighton, I think Manchester United over the years has become their favorite customer because it's not even that they win, it's how they win, right?
Yeah,
If you get to see these matches, you think Brighton. Like the first time I saw, I think it was just a 2-0 win over Manchester United. Brighton legit looked like prime backer. Chris passes, Van Hecke looking like he was Sergio Busquets, Sergio Ramos in his prime, bullying
yeah,
everyone, making crisp passes, and like even just watch the match again like last week. See Baliba's pass to Mitoma. See Mitoma's first touch. These things should be archived and put into the
yeah.
history books. In my own opinion, that first touch is sweeter than the goal. That first touch is immaculate. But I can go on about it for till the end of the podcast. But yes, these are forms that we see between these two teams. Even looking at Calvert Lewin's goal, it was something out of the
So
movies.
you're
Like
saying that
first touch, second touch.
You're saying Everton will continue the good form. What of
Yes, obviously.
Newcastle being hosted by Southampton?
And I think Southampton will bear the brunt of whatever was done to Newcastle at their home. I think it's going to be a bloody one. I think Isak will be furious. I think Joelinton will be asking questions. I think even Devlin is also out injured. I think like Southampton is without any teeth right now, and Newcastle will exploit that massively. I think it's going to be a bloodbath right there.
All right. So then moving on to White Hart. No, not White Hart. Yeah, Tottenham Hotspur, where we have Spurs hosting Leicester. Do you think Spurs are gonna be Spursy, or can they get over Leicester City?
I think someone's. I think Leicester City. If they, I think this is a prime place for them to actually rally, see deep, pick up their chances. I think Mavadidi, not being my favorite player in the Premier League, in
Yeah,
the last match showed some kind of want for the match. He kind
yeah,
of made some very incisive runs. I think Vardy was even the perpetrator of their defeat. He missed it from some premium chances. And having said that, I think it's a place for them to sit back, have Vardy, give
yeah,
Vardy those chances again. If he can convert, I think Tottenham could be seen off. But the thing again with Tottenham is this: if you blink or if you sleep,
yeah,
you have Martin knocking on your door, you have Son Heung-min knocking on your door, you have Solanke, you have
yeah.
Brendan Johnson, and this could turn into a bloodbath quite easily. So it's also one to watch out for.
Right. Then moving on to Brentford Crystal Palace.
Okay,
And
Brentford versus
at
Crystal Palace.
Brentford
Okay,
are away from home, and
yeah, their favorite place to be, right? So yeah, I think it's going to also be a good watch, but I think it's going to be a tactical one because no one will be. There are two teams that know where they know their strengths. I think these teams now, right now, know their
yeah,
strengths, are playing to it. They are not trying to.
yeah,
They're not struggling to gain form or trying to do more than what they can do. They know where their form, their strengths are,
yeah,
and they are applying those stuff. Matata knows what is expected of him, as well as Brian Umbuemo. So I think
yeah,
the assignments are clear. So who comes up trump has to be the person that like I would say, applies the tactics in the on the day
Yeah.
more perfectly. And I think that's it. I don't think maybe now, because Brentford is also very good at home. I don't think the home advantage plays too much. Yeah, I feel it's just it comes down to tactics. Which players, whose players will be able to apply what the manager is saying the best and translate the idea of the training ground onto the pitch. I think that's the person that takes home the cake. But I don't think it's more than a 2 goal difference win or defeat.
Right. Hmm.
So I think the other top profile matches we'll be having will be Fulham versus Manchester United. Now, I think everyone here with the form of Manchester United hitting blowing hot and cold would see us expect a Fulham thrashing, right? And I think that might just be it. I don't see Manchester United doing anything impressive over the course of that match or doing anything to impress. So yeah, it will still be the same mediocre, same old mediocre stuff. And I think Fulham should be able to cook Marco Silva. I think this is something you could just relax at home, play his game, get the win. Robinson maybe 2 assists and maybe some more or soft stuff like that. If Jimenez agrees, because at this point I don't know what his plans are. Sometimes he blows, sometimes he just blows hot. So sometimes it blows cold, but sometimes it blows hot. So I think that would be it for our big top profile matches. I think Aston Villa, West Ham is also going to be on the showing come this weekend, and I think that's going to be a KG one as well. Aston Villa just finding their foot by winning or getting some kind of good result West Ham with their new coach, they had a freak show of a match against Fulham last week, and I think this might be a very this is a very good place to see if the new manager, the former Chelsea boss, has learned anything, and if England will be having any English coach come anytime soon. Although I am highly doubtful about that. And yeah, so I think Unai Emery can cook, but the thing is that Unai Emery is also as stable as water. Unstable as water, he can literally, I think he can go to shit very very fast. I think that's basically it for the weekend. Our predictions in the sense of how the game will go are in, and I think that we've done due diligence to the coming games. Thank you very much for being with us. I think this just clips of